The truth about spirituality, and what is spirituality, spirit, a spirit is something that is unseen but exists. Good is a spirit. Bad is also a spirit. So we don't see the idea or the concept of good, nor do we see the idea and concept of bad until these particular spirits are manifested in the actions, in the works of people. So we are all spiritual beings. Some people come with smiles on their face, being perceived to be good, but they may have malicious or ill intent within their heart. Then some people may look angry, furious, and you would get the impression that these are bad people, or this person has wicked intentions, but this may actually be a good person. That's why spiritual warfare is hola. Spiritual warfare is very tricky, because good can appear as bad and bad can appear as good. It's the spirit that comes with whatever it is that you're receiving that you understand what it is you're dealing with. So we are all spiritual beings. We are all spiritual. We take spirituality into the context of adding it to a religious dogma or doctrine. And that is where we become disenfranchised with life, reality, because we create our own reality based on our spirituality. Our spirituality is what we feel, or what we feel is what's inside, what we feel inside. So if a person has, this starry outlook or approach to their spirituality, that's because that's what it feels like to them. If a person has this holy saint wearing cloths and walking around in sandals and me lord and yes sire and stuff like that, that's because that's what they feel spiritually. That's what they connect to, because those ideas was created in their mind and attributed to a spiritual realm. So in order for them to get to a spiritual realm, they have to create these characters and stuff inside of their head, put faces on them, put personalities and personas and stuff on them, and attribute that to their spirituality. So as long as they have this particular image, they are spiritually sound, they are good. But spirituality is nothing more than what's inside. The stuff that you cannot see is the spiritual world. For instance, take the 6-point star. We call it the Star of David, but I call it the Star of Yoshi, the Star of Good, the Star of Righteousness, the Star of Respect. So that's what I call it, the Star of Good, which is Yoshi. Yoshi means good. My name is Yoshi, so this is my star. So this is not 6-point stars. To the untrained eye, this is 6 points. But the average eye that sees this star knows that there's 12 points to this star. There's 6 points that you see, and then there's 6 points that you do not see. The The six that point in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are the 6 that you do not see. The 6 that you do not see are the feminine signs. The feminine signs are the hidden powers. Like when you take something and you plug it in, the socket is feminine, the plug is masculine. The plug does not have the power. The power comes from the socket, which is female. So the female energy is the hidden energy, is the hidden power supply, is the hidden power. We are both comprised of feminine and masculine energies. In this world, male dominance is what's keeping the world off balance without putting that equality in there. There's no equation. You're just saying this is just a 6-point star. It's imbalance. It's 12 points. 6 masculine signs, 6 feminine signs. This is relating to me and my people. This belongs to me. I am Yoshi. So this star is my star. So when you hear about Aaron having 12 birthstones on his breastplate, that's pertaining to the 12 signs. 12 birthstones, 12 signs of the zodiac, 12 signs to the star of good. This is us collectively. Greedily, they'll take the feminine energy away from it and just say, this is man. But no, from feminine comes masculine. If you take a woman and invert her, you have a man. The penis goes inward. I mean, the penis, the vagina comes outward and creates a penis. The breast comes inward and creates a chest. So man is just woman inverted. But we have to understand that spiritually, that everything is comprised of feminine and masculine energies. And if we only attribute it to man being the creator of everything, then guess what? You're going to your spirit realm, your spirituality is your truth, which is actually a lie. And it's always going to be a lie because there's only one truth, regardless how you bend, mold, fashion, try to form it, create, or put it together into something that you wanted to fit your way of living or your existence. No, the truth is what the truth is, and it will always be what it is. So spiritually, spirituality is the things, the hidden energies that you do not see that creates what you see today. Before computers came, they came from an idea. That idea was a spirit before it manifested into a physical thing. So we're dealing with spirits everywhere we go. The 7 deadly sins are spirits. The 7 heavenly virtues are spirits. This is a spiritual battle. The truth is a spirit. Lie is a spirit. Lying is the spirit of falsehood. Telling the truth is the spirit of righteousness. There's a God of good. There's a God of bad. There's a jealous God. Then there's a God of good. The jealous God is a bad spirit. Is a spirit of jealousy. Is a sinful spirit. Then you have a good spirit, kindness. I'm not worried about you serving anybody. You got free will. But I know that the righteous will always flock to me, and that's the only thing that I want. Those are the people that's going to carry out my will, the righteous. Then you have a jealous God. I don't want you to have nothing unless you do it for me, unless I give it to you. Then you got to turn around and you got to kiss my ass every chance you get. That's bad. That is bad. So it's a spiritual warfare. There's 2 gods, and not gods like a beast sitting in the sky and manipulating things. These are ideas and energies that are in the hearts and minds of men. Either they are of good spirit or of bad spirit. Bad spirit has bad results. Good spirit produces good results. So this warfare that we speak about is not about Indians version or Egyptian version or Arabic version, Christian version. It's all about good spirits and bad spirits. Good spirits and bad spirits. Because once we put an idea on God and start trying to perceive God in a light that we don't understand and start attributing, you know, things to stuff that we don't see, we become delusional people. We become delusional people. We become delusional people. As you wake up and understand that, you know, Christ is something within, that, hey, I'm Christ. I have the ability to save, to be a savior, not just to myself, but to others. By embracing certain qualities that God gives you, you save yourself from whatever the devil sets up for you. Whatever the devil is something that is against righteousness, that's against what you're supposed to do. That's what becomes a fallen angel. A fallen angel is no different than, say you work on a production line and you're responsible for setting up the boxes that all of the product has to go into. You're the first person in line, and you create the boxes that everything has to get put into. This is work that I'm familiar with. So you're on a production line. You create the boxes. This one puts the things in the plastic to be put inside of containers. So it's all getting boxed. The box comes first, the materials, the plastic, then the materials come. So if the person's creating the boxes, he decides, I'm not going to do this no more. None of you, until you get somebody to replace that particular person, none of the production is going to be flowing, because the boxes is what actually starts everything off. So if the person that actually is supposed to set everything off decides to not set everything off, then guess what? Nothing is going to get done. Nothing is going to get done. So in the spirit realm, spiritually, the ram, which Abraham sacrificed, represents the Aries. Aries is the first. If I sacrifice the first thing in this order, none of the order will be fulfilled. So let me have you under the impression that I'm going to sacrifice a ram, and that ram is no more. No, I sacrificed your order. Your order is no more. The Aries is the first, and the first shall be last. You see how that goes? Abraham was the first, and the first thing Abraham did was destroy the ram. The ram is the first of yours. Abraham is the first of theirs. So maybe you had a religion that was destroyed by their religion. And now that you're following their religion, you have no religion. So the first shall be last, and the last will be first. So without Aries leading, that order is a no-show. See, the order is not being protected by the lion. The Lion of Judah is the protector of the sun. This is the order of the sun. 12 signs, 12 months in a year. It's an order. You don't go from September to June. It has an order. It's called the order of the sun. Without order, there's chaos. And because we do not follow the order which God prescribed for us, there's chaos. It's a divine order decreed by divine things, like the sun and the moon are divine things. Can you touch or feel these things? No, they just are. They just are. But we know where they come from. Those who don't know where they come from have to study these things and come up with an explanation of why this and that is like that. But we know, because these are our things. These are my things. Peace, peace. Everything good? All right. So, the light bringers are people that come into this world with the light, with the sun, the moon. These are light sources. These were the lights before the lights. So we are light beings because they was always with us from the beginning of time, and they will be here at the end of time. So it's a spiritual conflict. We're looking for these spirits to come in the form of beings, but the only beings that they're going to come in the form of is us. Good spirits do good things, produce good things, give off good things. Bad spirit give off bad things, produce bad things, reflect bad things. So we have to be clear at this particular time what it is and who we are with. What it is and who we are with. Because if you're with something that's against you, you're already in a losing battle. If you are with something that's against you, you're in a very, very difficult place. But I am Rufus Sunfire, because the roof is on fire. Rufus on fire.